This is the Gosh Awful Gospel Hour.
It's a Christian podcast. It's a Mormon podcast.
This is South Austin. South Austin's most religious podcast.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are there any churches around here that have a podcast?
This is the Prairie Homo Companion.
Oh man, I love the Prairie.
No difference between that and the regular Prairie Home Companion.
A silly thing happened at the truck stop at the rest area.
See, there was a hole in the wall. I've never seen one of those before. Definitely never put one in there. Those in there before.
And it said woman on it, so you gotta trust.
I do love the ladies.
If I closed my eyes and my ears, it felt like a lady.
Felt like a lady.
What was that joke? Is that like there's a glory hole joke? It's like,
Why are you looking at me, Donnie?
It's like it was. I went in there and I just closed my eyes and pretended it was a woman, but it was hard because of the dick in my mouth or whatever. I don't know. Somebody had a joke. Is that somebody?
I remember hearing
Local
a joke
here?
about a guy finding out that glory holes were mostly men, and he was like he went into this sex shop, and the guy's like, "There's a glory hole in there," and he's like, and then he I forgot what happened. Like he goes and uses it, and he comes out, and he's like, dude, that was awesome. She was great. He's like, Phila, you see anybody else in here?
Dude, I cybered. Hello. I cybered with a girl from New Jersey for like months. Like I was in love with her.
Yeah.
She said ASL. She was 20, female in New Jersey. Finally got her to give me her number, and I called her, and she was like, "Hello."
Oh no!
Fuck.
No.
I'm in love with a man.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't love you anymore. I'm sorry.
I don't think I ever told you guys this, but when I was like 16, yeah, that's how you know right there. When I was 16,
Like and subscribe.
I cybered this girl, and she was like 35 or something, but I told her I was older, right? And then
How old were you?
That's
at the
rape.
time?
You raped her.
I was like 16. She was like
Okay.
35.
That's technically rape with
And
words.
then-
You raped her
She's
with
like
your words.
70 now, huh?
Yeah, she's old as fuck now. No, she probably, yeah, I guess, yeah.
She's dead.
Yeah, she's probably dead.
Wow, really put your old mortality in perspective, doesn't
How
it?
many girls
Yeah.
that you cybered with are dead now?
Oh, all of them wish they were dead afterwards. But
ASL location underground.
she like we started having this like relationship, and we talked on the phone and stuff. She was a woman. She's a real woman.
She had a good voice.
She had a good voice, yeah. And she didn't live far. She lived in San Diego, and I lived in Orange County.
Chris. Hi.
Yeah. Oh shit, were you that girl? Oh fuck.
Hey, Chris, why don't you come over here and suck on my clitoris?
Pussy's burning.
Could you slurp it off?
My pussy's burning for you.
Slurp off my puss.
My puss is quite wet. You want some of this puss?
And oh man, it was well. The other thing about this weird cyber relationship is that she was really into like crazy shit, and I was like 16, so I was just like along for the ride. I was
You
like,
pretending
yeah.
she's
Can
a guy?
Can I interrupt for 1 second?
Yeah.
If my fiance decides to listen to this, she's going to stop listening right up when I say the word puss.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah.
Work of
Okay,
fiction.
perfect. Let's say puss, and we'll get her off this now, and then we can.
Pussy, pussy.
Moist.
Oh man, I kind of feel bad. I strung her along for like a really long time, believing that I was like 32. Like for months and months, we had this like on the phone and online relationship.
My
It's just,
balls
like,
are so low and wrinkly.
You should have sent her
Yeah.
pictures of your dick, and then when she's like, then tell her how old you are, and then she's like, "Oh my God, you're 16." And you're like, "Yeah, you have child porn, so you better suck my little 16-year-old wiener."
Do a reverse train spotting on her. Isn't that what the
Yeah.
girel in train spotting
Yeah.
does?
Yeah.
She's underage. She has sex with a guy, and she's like, "You have to keep having sex, or I'm going to tell my parents that you had
Yeah.
sex with me."
Yeah.
You're too young for what?
Yeah. What? Yeah. It was weird. It was a weird thing to do.
What's wrong with that baby?
It sounds,
Baby.
that sounds
That's
kind
my
of like a
impression of-
cool '90s teenager thing to do on the
Yeah.
internet. Like we're the internet guy.
It's
and
Mike
I
Myers.
I know. Yeah.
catfish the
Well, 'cause-
35-year-old woman.
Because it was like 95.
I know.
Like this was like some old school.
It's like that AOL sociopath.
I was
stuff.
like the very first AOL sociopath.
That's when we thought everything on the internet was true. It's the internet has all the information. It's all 100% accurate.
Yeah.
No one
Yeah.
lies on there.
Yeah.
It's just cool that we have it.
Oh, dude, my dad brought over his friend. His friend was in the FBI. And he brings over this guy, and he's like, "I'm going to show you how easy it is to pretend to be a woman online." I'm like, "Bro, I know. Like, there's no."
He starts putting on lipstick. Let me just show you how easy.
Let me show you how easy it is to be a woman online. Yeah, I was like, dude, you're not telling me anything I don't know. Like, obviously, you could go on and say you're fucking anybody. Like, what do you?
I'm going to show you how easy it is to get raped by a guy from the FBI when your dad's not looking. It's a dangerous world out there in here.
I wonder if there are any pedophiles that didn't get it at first, and they're like, ASL 35M Des Moines, and they're like, oh wait, I could just say other stuff.
Right.
My whole
I don't
life
have
is a
to.
lie.
I don't have to be from Des Moines anymore. God damn it! It's the worst thing about this whole thing.
Hollywood, California. Yeah.
According to Jordan Peterson, my whole life is a lie anyway, so I'll just keep lying.
Yeah. Why?
You're making up a fake reality for yourself, and everybody doesn't have to say that word. That you're saying people have to say it.
What is this?
There are a lot of young men out there that don't have penises, and I'm trying to give them their penises back
So
Step one, bucko.
because
Clean
it's
your
my
bed.
bloody duty. I don't even know.
That's pretty close. Actually.
Yeah.
Okay, bucko. Clean your bed.
My kids always like accuse me of being Jordan Peterson-esque. I'm like, I don't even know who that. I mean, I know who it is.
Is Jordan Peterson like the Canadian Mickey Mouse?
He basically
listen up.
Canadian
enough.
Kermit the Frog.
Suck my dick.
I know enough to make fun of it. But
You
I
know
don't
enough
know
to make
anything
fun of
more.
it.
He's
Trans people are suck.
Suck that girl's cock.
I was watching Hook. Do you guys like Hook?
movie?
I don't remember it. I liked it at the time, but
Rufio.
Dude, that's a pedo movie.
Is
How
it?
did they cast those kids? They were like,
all
look
of-
how cute these boys are. Let's pick from a row of boys and who's the cutest.
Anything related to
Chubbiest.
Peter Pan is
Yeah.
pedo adjacent.
Yeah, that's true.
The
I never want to
pedophile
grow
guy,
up.
if
Yeah.
somebody puts on Hook at a pedo's house, he's like, I can't watch this. Too tempting.
Who's
Turn it
team?
off.
Peter
Yeah.
Pan is a bad guy. Who's on that team?
As I've learned more about the whole thing, he's
Yeah.
kind of a bad guy. He kills the Lost Boys when they get too old.
Hook's not trying
what
to
I
fuck
heard.
the kids.
Dude.
Hook is trying to kill them.
Yeah.
Like a normal
Yeah,
pirate.
why does he never
Like a
want to
good
grow
person.
up so he
Is
can
Hook
stay
even-
young and fuck
Yeah.
boys?
I feel like Hook isn't even like trying to kill him, right? They're just like fucking with him
He's trying to speak his journey.
and like
Live his
sticking
truth.
his hand in gators and stuff.
Yeah.
An alligator that lives on the ocean.
I put a clock on my cock. And
What
I
is that? That's not
fucked a
realistic.
An alligator that lives in the ocean. Those fucking idiots.
That's like the one thing that you point at.
Yeah.
There's like flying children.
Don't worry
and stuff.
about
You're like,
Tinkerbell.
that alligator shouldn't be in there.
You know that Michael Jackson desperately wanted to be Peter Pan in that movie. He was like, Steven Spielberg, make me Peter Pan. I don't ever want to grow up. And
I put a wristwatch on my cock and fucked a gator. Now I've lost my clock.
Look, I have a Peter Pan tramp
Brats.
stamp. You gotta let me if I have a Peter Pan tramp stamp.
Tinkerbell's hot though. That made me not be pedo or gay.
You talking about with
Julia Roberts?
I don't
No,
think
it's
she
the
was-
cartoon one.
Oh, the
Oh,
cartoon.
yeah,
Oh,
she
you
was
like the
fine.
cartoon one?
Ass
Yeah.
up
Little,
to the
little,
next
little
zip
blonde
code.
hair bob.
Yeah.
Blonde
I'd
hair
split that
short hair.
wide open.
And the only way to get the stuff
Wouldn't
off
be
of her
hard.
is to spank her.
Yeah.
You gotta hold her up and whack her up the butt.
She's probably got
Whack her up
then
the
she's
butt.
her vagina is probably
I don't like it.
her vagina
but I
is probably
do
like
like
Mary
it.
Poppins' purse. So it would work.
Just pull a whole umbrella out of there. Spoonful of sugar.
A spoonful of KY makes my penis go inside Tinkerbell. Okay, that was
I got gummies yesterday from the store, and I put them in my chest pocket, and I was like, "Hey, I'm like a girl. I got titty weed now." But the person at the register was trans, and she just
Went to
dead-eyed
smoke
me.
and chill. I can.
And I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh."
I know that one.
she's a
I know- yeah, I know
M
they're
to
trans.
F.
So you
Yeah.
can't even
Trans-
say, "Hey,
Yeah.
I'm like a girl. I have titty weed." To a
But
trans-
that one, I don't think is trans. I think they're just into dressing. I think they're just into like cross dressing.
There's only one way to be sure. Let's go.
Do you want to? We're gonna take a god awful field trip
Yeah.
down to smoke and
I
chill.
want to know what happens to M to F trans to turn them into like the biggest bitches, because I feel like they're the biggest bitches.
Yeah, well,
Wait,
that's what
They're
happens
bigger
when
than
you're-
any woman bitch.
that's-
No.
Because
You
they're
mean-
trying to
you mean
cosplay as a
big
girl.
bitch.
They're like the
Like they're just a big bitch.
like big physically.
No,
not,
like,
not
I
like
mean-
a huge,
Huge
bitch,
bitch.
in their.
no, they're really good at it.
like,
Like
both.
like swimmers and
If
basketball
all you
players.
see all your life is women being angry, then you're cosplaying that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a bitch.
You're like,
They're
how
always
do I
mad.
be a woman?
I am
that's
your
how.
mother.
It's like we were saying about autistic guys. I'm sorry, I'm a dick to everyone all the time. It's because of my medical condition.
Yeah,
I'm autistic, so I get to be an asshole to all
and
my
I can't
friends.
I can't afford health care, so I have to diagnose myself.
Yeah.
And I'm trans, and I'm a lady, and I'm not gonna get out of bed.
Oh, where's the? I don't have the.
Oh,
I don't have the thing today.
hey, clap.
Yeah.
How long are
Oh,
we
speaking
into?
of F to M, I've been grabbing Donnie's packages all week while he's been out of town.
Oh, yeah, nice.
All I do every day is grab Donnie's package over and
That's
over
nice.
again. He's
I
up-
could-
Where were you in Abilene? Where's your family?
I'll edit that. I'll
Yeah,
edit that.
get
I'll
that
make
in there.
for you.
Yeah, get that in there.
No, I was in the Metroplex area,
I
and
don't know what that is. Dallas?
yeah,
That's a transformer.
on the very, very, very
Metroplex.
west side of it.
Okay.
And,
And then he kept texting me, "Can you grab my package?"
Yeah, I needed him to grab.
Then
my
one day I
package.
came here in the car and just threw it in the trunk. I threw Donnie's package in my back trunk rear entrance,
You wanted him to know what it feels like to have a wife.
and then left. And then the next time I walked over here and got it, I was like, "Which one's more sketchy to the neighbors? Me walking up and then grabbing something and walking away, or pulling up in a car real fast and throwing?"
You should
it?"
walk up to the door, spray paint over his Ring camera, and then grab the package.
Yeah. I feel like you're
Put a
here,
mask on before
here
you go.
enough that
Yeah.
all the neighbors know you and just think you're Donnie's gay lover.
Kramer
Yeah.
guy. Oh yeah,
Yeah, I broke up with the last one. He hasn't been seen in a long time.
Right.
he's under the house.
But that other guy that came over sometimes is still coming over, so that must mean the threesomes aren't happening.
Right.
Get out of here, you
yeah.
bitch! It's
Yeah.
my house.
Do you have a
bitch.
type? Is Josh similar in type to the other?
Now you met him, my old roommate.
Did I?
Whenever
Baker
Josh
Street?
did the Baker Street thing, yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea. We should go around and say what our type would be if we were gay. If we were gay. If we were.
If we were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go first. Twinks, twink, 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 twink.
My type, if I was gay, would be women.
The most
Chicks.
feminine looking dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was looking at tits JOI today.
Oh.
Just girls telling you to jerk off to their tits.
Yeah.
But then I realized those could probably be dudes because it's
Yeah.
all chest up, face.
You
stuff.
we'll see a lot of fake boobs.
Fuck, there's no trans-proof porn search unless it's like I want to see the inside of a pussy
Yeah.
only.
I
Right.
wonder if anybody watches JOI videos, like trying to get actual instructions. Like,
It's like, I
oh
didn't.
no.
So that's how you
I
do
didn't know how to jerk myself
Oh,
off.
I always skip the
needed
countdown. I
instructions.
don't need a countdown. I watched up until the countdown.
I like how they're like,
I'm
don't
trying to
come
play
yet,
Sesame
and I
Street.
came like 15 minutes ago.
You just still have it on while you're eating lunch. You're like, whatever. I just like the song in the
You
background.
just lie to her
okay?
like in real life. Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah.
Sure. Sure thing, honey. I'm going to get diapers.
I watch porn on long road trips to stay awake.
That'll do
Really?
it.
Yep.
Have you ever done a car wank?
Oh, I've done a bunch of them.
You busted all under the steering wheel?
No, I usually like find something.
Yeah, you got it's a car mess now.
I haven't done it lately.
It's nice.
That's good.
Happy
I
Thanksgiving.
mean, what's lately? What does lately mean? Like
Today.
Today.
I haven't jerked off in my car in a long time.
4 o'clock. We have Native American members of our family. They're Lakota Sioux. Their last name's Eagle. And they come for the holidays.
I'm gonna name my son Lakota.
Do they come in the car? Like
like two if by sea.
two.
But then they were here for Thanksgiving. And I didn't know what to tell them.
What happened to Tinge's guy?
Happy. He's pissed. He wouldn't talk to me.
Oh, this is the guy.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
guy
finally
that
saw
wants
the
to.
Tinges guy. I want my little finger symbols.
Yeah, he's there every.
Oh, so he showed up.
Yeah.
Didn't mention it, but he has
Acted
been
mad?
cold shoulder.
Apparently, he said something rude I didn't hear. My wife's mom was like, he said, "Oh, Josh, I haven't seen you in a while. Like I'm supposed to
Doesn't
bring him
sound
his
that
tinges or whatever." And then I was playing all the voicemails for my friends later to make fun of him, and I accidentally hit call and called him.
You just need to save those somewhere that won't.
Hey, I got your
can't
tinges
actually-
right here, dipshit.
Tinges.
God damn
Did anything crazy happen with your families on Thanksgiving? Anything weird? Any awful political
Yeah.
drama?
No, I had the beginning of one, but it wasn't in front of a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
It was on a car ride back from the store. And like it was basically one of those feeling out how deep into the echo chamber she's letting herself get, because that's what that's what a lot of them are doing. They're going even deeper into like the just bubble,
the tardverse.
Right? Yeah. The blue side of it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the blue tardverse.
Right.
I kind of got into it with my mom a little bit over Trump, because like she loves Trump,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and I told her I love Trump, but she said, "Well, I love Trump more," and I was like, "Well, not as much as me."
Yeah.
It was a big thing. It was just an ordeal.
Oh man.
We're not speaking right now.
You
Everybody
just
has
send her
Trump.
AI porn of yourself
Yeah.
and Donald Trump having sex now. Like, look how much I love her.
Look how much
love
Trump
him.
loves me.
I love him way more than
I
you.
win.
I
Touche,
win.
Monfrere.
Yeah.
We have a Trump uncle.
He is
Everybody
going to
has a
save
Trump
this
uncle,
country.
like
Let's
a
be
rude.
honest.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah.
Nature is healing. But the Trump uncle in my family is my brother-in-law, and I love him. He's my kid's uncle. I think he's rad.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he's Trump. He's just a gun guy. So that's kind of,
the guy we were talking about.
yeah.
He's married to
You
a
can
Mexican,
assume if
right?
someone's a gun guy that they're
Yeah.
a Trump guy, I guess.
I mean, yeah.
But he made a lot of money off of Obama coming to get everybody's guns when that was going on.
What did he do? How did he make money off that?
Supply and demand. Everybody wanted a gun.
Oh, he was selling guns?
Dude, when Obama got elected, like bullets went up
Yeah.
1,000. Dude, after Sandy Hook, we were just buying the shit out of that.
They're
ammo.
eating the
Yeah.
bullets.
That's what they staged it to take the guns.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Crisis actors.
I got a massage. They had this in office massage person back at Blizzard, and I was getting a massage, and
The Cosby Room.
in the Cosby Room. Yeah, I was like, bring me to the Cosby Room. So I go into the Cosby Room, and this woman's giving me a massage, and she's like, "Yeah, can't even buy 12 gauge ammo anymore." And this was right after Sandy Hook. I'm like,
I'm trying
What
to kill
kind
myself.
of masseuse are you?
what kind of fucking masseuse are you? Right?
Yeah.
Well,
Are you guys supposed to be hippies and liberal?
Yeah, but they can go both ways, right? Because
Yeah.
you can be like crunchy now, or even
Yeah.
back then, right? And be like anti-vax and yada yada
Like
yada.
Oregon militia hippie.
Yeah,
Oregon,
anti-vax.
yeah, exactly.
People, like, Republicans made fun of anti-vax people
Yeah.
until,
Right.
like,
Until they became-
until it became, like, politicized to the right wing.
I made fun
Right.
of anti-vax people until I got the
My sister was
vaccination.
anti-vax before it was even cool. She was anti-vax in like 2016. She doesn't vaccinate her kids for mumps,
Jesus.
anything.
Man,
Hopefully tetanus. I hope tetanus.
you would think that tetanus would be the least controversial of the,
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
the shit. Like,
You heard about, like, I remember like reading an article.
Tennis
It
people
was
get
probably like
lockjaw,
5 or
though.
6 years ago, of somebody, some anti-vax mom. Her kid got tetanus, and it was like hundreds of thousands of dollars of
Doesn't it give you
Lockjaw,
lockjaw?
hospitals and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah, it's lockjaw.
Yeah.
So then you don't have to listen to them pitching about
It's
the
probably the
vax.
worst
Oh,
thing that could
man.
ever happen to you.
yeah, it's not good. It's ugly. It's an ugly disease.
If you
almost as
don't, if
bad
you
as
don't like
shingles.
Almost
vaccines,
as bad as shingles.
don't take COVID. Take all the other ones.
Yeah. Chris and I went on a cool rad bike adventure on Friday,
Oh yeah.
but it
That's
turned
right.
into a celebration of how fat Josh is. Because apparently I didn't know you can ride a bike up a mountain. Chris was just like, I'm going to ride the bike back up. And I was like, I thought we brought two vehicles so that we could go back up together. Nope, bye. I was like, I guess I'll wait at the bottom of the hill in the shade for you to come get me. Because I didn't want to. The whole point was not to ride the bike up the hill, but you were like, God damn fitness.
I mean, it's only it was a 3-minute ride up the hill.
For you.
It was.
It's been 3 days for me.
Dude, my kids, I took them by where
Yeah.
we drove up that thing, and they were like, "You drove in there?" I'm like, "Yeah."
I'm a fucking bushmaster.
Yeah, they were like, "You just like drove off road in the city." I'm like, "Yeah, I did that."
And then you pissed off this Hispanic guy because he was trying to shit his
Oh
dog.
yeah, dude, this was so weird. So I rode my bike back up to the top of the hill. He was a black dude with two pit bulls.
He's a trash islander.
And so I see him with his pit bulls, and I'm like, I don't want to be around an ethnic minority with pit bulls. I'm going to ride my bike over there, you know.
Don't tell Heath about it.
Oh,
Well, if I saw somebody holding two pit bulls, I would leave immediately.
Yeah.
Lit-
yeah.
Heath keeps
So,
asking
I don't
me to
care
come-
what color they are.
yeah.
He's like, Josh, when are you going to come back to Mothership and guard me from all the dogs?
So
That's why you miss me.
I rode my bike over, I don't know, maybe 30 or 40 yards away, and I just like hung out there for a few minutes, and I figured Josh would be back in a minute. So then I rode back over to where the guy was, maybe like 3 minutes later, and he's like, yo, motherfucker, get out of here. I'm just trying to let my dogs take a shit.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, we're in a fucking public place. Like,
He's trying to be the lord of the pipeline.
yeah, this
So
guy.
my whole pipeline is mine.
I guess so. I guess I was just really fucking up his dog's
Yeah, there's
game.
a whole clearing over here. The gas line goes through, so there's no woods on top of it, and it goes
Yeah.
up a hill. So there's a whole bike trail just down a hill in a clearing. It's rad. And then you can ride back to the top and just ride your bike down over and over again like a roller coaster or like a ski lift.
Yeah, I used to.
Unless you're a
close to one of
Chris and
those.
you just go bike up it.
That's
like a
stupid.
fucking
Bike is a
psycho.
downhill conveyance.
It was a very, very normal thing to do, I think.
No, you went up in fucking 5 minutes. I couldn't believe it.
It wasn't
I didn't even know they went up.
Yeah.
You didn't even, you're like, I
Well,
thought bicycles were downhill
if it's
vehicles only.
if it's anything over like 180 degrees, I just get off and start walking,
Yeah.
and pushing it
Yeah.
like a normal human.
Yeah, sorry.
Did
It's
you eat that-
un-American. Are you Asian secretly?
Yeah. Did you eat that caramel yet?
Go up
No, I still have it. I haven't eaten it yet. I've been a real puss about it.
Welcome to the party, pal. Puss.
We're getting your fiance out of this podcast so many times.
Oh, she's done. She's not gonna listen to this.
You took her to Tennessee with you?
Yes.
Was that the first time you've taken her up there?
Second time.
Does it feel like home because your mom's there? Even though you're from here?
Well, I lived there for like 5 years. It's partly home.
Those formative enough years.
I
where
would
it
say
feels-
it's more home up there than Austin is because
You
I'm
know
from
your
East
way, yeah.
Texas.
You know your way around the town and everything.
Well, no, because they live in Knoxville now. But those
What was-
little,
Where do they live now?
they live in Knoxville now.
Oh, Knoxville now.
Yeah.
What was
Where did you live in Tennessee, though?
Well, I lived it was like Chattanooga area, but it was like shithole town an hour from Chattanooga.
Okay, yeah.
Etowah.
Where in East Texas?
Shout out Etowah, 50 old people. Huh? In East Texas?
Yeah.
That was like Tyler area.
Oh,
I lived in Tyler for like 8 years and close to Nacogdoches.
Did your mom
Yeah,
make
man.
all the food?
Went to high school around there. Huh?
Did your mom make all the foods?
My mom?
Yeah.
When?
For Thanksgiving.
No. My mom doesn't really cook anymore. She tried to cook.
Did Melissa do something?
what did you?
Melissa made the dressing.
What'd you guys eat? What did folks eat?
We had a Greenberg turkey, which is Greenberg's out of Tyler. They have smoked turkeys and you can order them.
Oh, nice.
You
So
took it from Texas to Tennessee?
Yeah, it's kind of like my mom likes to
That way.
order them, I guess, because
Donnie fried
we always
one.
had one every year, so she still just orders it. Yeah, we had a Greenberg turkey, some dressing,
I fucking love
fuckload of
stuffing.
pie, way too much pie.
I was thinking about your Beatles.
All the sides.
That you've been listening to the Beatles.
Mm-hmm.
Because what the
That is
Day in,
Beatles.
Day in the Life came on. And he said 4,000 holes in Blackburn, Lancashire, which is where I lived. I lived in Lancashire County. And then he says, now I know how many holes it takes to fill the Albert Hall. So he was making a mean joke that they took all the pothole material from the road and used it to make the acoustics in the theater, the Royal Albert Hall. But he just calls it the Albert Hall. So they got banned from performing ever at the Royal Albert Hall because they didn't address it as Royal. And they made some municipal joke about how many potholes there were up north. And I just looked it up on Wikipedia and thought that you would find that interesting because you like the Beatles.
Yeah, I do like the Beatles.
And then
My mom, I actually was kind of bonded with my mom a little bit over the Beatles because she was like a teenager when they were,
did you tell her
popping
about
off.
Your, did you tell her
Popping
about your
off, if
parodies?
you will. Yeah.
Huh?
Did you tell her about your parodies?
Oh, about the
While my guitar gently feets. Let it feet. Hey shoes.
Hey shoes.
Penny loafers.
We all live in the yellow submarine. Take your shoes off in the yellow submarine. Take your shoes off. Take your fucking shoes off.
Long and winding toes. Dun, dun.
Like-
With a little
The
help.
What would you do
The
if I...
Beatles.
The
The
Feetles.
Feetles.
The Feetles.
The Feetles.
Yeah.
With a little help from my feet.
Yeah. The Feetles could also be like a
I get high with little help from my feet.
fetus Beatles, like the Beatles in
Yeah,
utero.
fetal.
Feetles,
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
Feetles. Yeah.
The Feetles.
Yeah.
Do you guys
That's
know,
what I get when I have too many weed edibles. I get the Feetles.
Yeah.
I gotta go. I got the Feetles. Chris gave you the Feetles when you were shrooming that one time.
Yeah.
Skeebies.
You grew like
Rub
Jew horns
his
and shit.
shingle
Yeah.
feet on you.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. I got my feet out right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Things are fucking
Where
gross.
are Jew
On
horns looking?
display.
They're on display. Yeah. Look at these
His
things.
wallet.
Gross.
Like a hobbit.
It's like
It's just your nose. Your nose becomes a horn.
Yeah, it just got more longer and Jewy.
So Donnie, what did you do with your sister? Did you probe her, or did she just start bringing it up, or what?
So I'm trying to think.
He probed his sister while I was grabbing his packages.
Where did we start at?
I could guess.
We started. We started at like it got onto the subject of we were talking about like basically getting a hysterectomy for dumb political reasons. Like a friend of ours' wife, whenever they repealed Roe versus Wade, despite being 47 years old, decided I need to get a hysterectomy just in case I get raped and pregnant at 47.
She made as much impact as I do watching Disney stuff. It doesn't matter.
What a stupid cunt.
Nobody
Yeah.
Like,
knew.
what are we talking about here?
And so
I would have been like, "You're absolutely right.
yeah,
You need to do that."
Oh, and by the way, her husband had a vasectomy. So it's not, in case he gets me pregnant. It is literally in case a man who is not my husband rapes me and I get pregnant.
Did you tell him?
It's one of those statistical
Her doctor was like, "Are you
understanding
cheating on your
kind of
husband?"
situations, right?
Her
What are the
doctor-
odds about statistics and probability? And that's what I brought up. And she immediately brought up the apparently 1 in 3 women are raped. And I go, whoa.
1 in 3 women are raped.
And I said,
1 in
On
3.
the price at Hyundai.
And so I
1 in
said
3
those-
attractive of age women.
yeah, right. And so I said all of the studies that say that are conflating a lot of things with rape. And then she immediately went to like personal anecdotes. Well, I had this guy be creepy to me, and then I know a girl who had this, and she got drugged and she got raped, and I was like, okay, that's one. So and it was funny because I said people don't understand statistics and probabilities. It's really, really hard for people to like really get a grasp on that.
Yeah.
And she said, well, yeah, I understand all things with statistics, and then she started going into all these anecdotes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, it is not because you read or because you listen to a lot of true crime podcasts does not mean that your husband is about to murder you. Right.
Everybody's always trying to murder me
Yeah.
everywhere I go.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm
So it got to
hot.
that, but whenever
so
she started bringing up all the anecdotes, I just like let her go and listened, and then I started like commenting on, wow, that's crazy, that's horrible, man, that sucks that happened.
Chris Rock.
You know,
Told you that bitch crazy.
yeah, and I just kind of let her punch herself out on
Yeah.
it and think that she won. You know,
It's like
I was
distracting a
I was
child.
analyzing the argument.
It's really interesting how now like the whole culture's changed in this weird way. I already tell you about my kid and the Instagram post where he had his shirt off?
No, yeah.
Okay,
I'll
so-
about that one.
I mean, we already knew about it, but not from you.
So I was taking.
You already knew about it.
So I was taking topless photos of my kids.
Yeah. So he won a match and they took a picture of him wearing a WWF belt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did I already tell you about this?
No.
You
Not on
sent
the
me this.
podcast.
You texted me. The
Oh, I
picture.
sent you the picture. Oh yeah. That's right. That's right. I sent my topless pictures to
fucking
to
sweet.
Josh. So
And then Josh said, "Thanks, I'll save that for later."
yeah.
But he
What's his-
didn't save
what's
it
his
for later.
Phone
He
number.
used it right then.
Yeah. Oh,
ASL.
So they take a picture of him in a WWF belt with his shirt off, and the next day he goes to school, and there's this girl who's kind of like his nemesis, like this, who they don't like each other.
What a dumb
apparently.
bitch.
So she goes up to him and she's like, "I saw your picture on the Instagram," and I was like, and he was like, "Oh
Hello,
yeah.
Jacob.
Hello, Jacob. I saw your picture on the Instagram."
Hi.
And he's like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "I didn't know they were gonna put that on the Instagram." He like didn't know up until that point that it was on. He's like, "Oh, I didn't know they were gonna put that
Yeah,
on
I'm
the
a
Instagram."
star. I don't know what they do. I have a publicity team.
I have a fucking PR
Let's
firm.
talk to
They
my
just do my
management.
shit.
Yeah.
Talk
I
about
don't find out until it goes up.
talk to my socials crew. And so she's like, "I saw your nipples," and he's like, "Oh,
Yeah,
okay."
she likes him. She wants to fuck him.
So I was, and so he's like,
This
he
is
tells me this.
kindergarten picking on someone's shit.
Yeah.
He tells me the story, and I go, "Look, dude, all you got to say is this. Look, baby, we don't have to play this game. You don't have to say that. I don't have to say what I'm about to say. We could skip all that. And he's like, Dad, are you a sexual predator? I was like, no, this is what's, I mean, yes, but not.
That's the pathologization.
I'm a sexual.
I'm not anymore.
Pathologization of sexuality. They're probably getting all through the TikToks.
Right.
You know?
Right. No, yeah. And he's like, no. He's like, I would never say something like that. I'm like, bro, this is how it's done.
Yeah.
Like, this is what you do.
That's how it was done.
That's how it was
Stone
done.
Ages.
I'm not a sexual predator. I'm a
Now-
sexual alien.
Drool
on her and she says, ouch.
I think we brought it up before. It's Schrodinger's harassment.
Yeah.
Because when you say it, you don't know if she's into it or not.
Right.
So she could be into it, and then it's all good, or she could not, and then all of a sudden you're sexually harassing her. That's
But
Schrodinger's
here's the thing.
That's why you send her a picture of a big black penis. And then when she's like, oh my God, what is that? And you're like,
Oh, you don't like that? Then here's a little white.
well, that's
penis.
not my penis.
Yeah, does it count as like sexual harassment dick pics if you send pictures of other people's dicks?
If
dicks?
she
Yeah.
responds,
Yeah.
just say, stop stalking me. The first one to say stop stalking me is actually the one getting
Yeah,
stalked.
right.
Right.
Should've-
You send her a
should've-
gross dick pic.
Yeah.
When she responds, you go, hey, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I just
Jamal told me I should send you that.
think I just think in the case where the girl is commenting on your shirtless pic, that you can respond to that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
could say,
Yeah.
real. I mean, she's the one who's saying the thing about the shirtless
You
pic.
seem
Or it
fascinated
could be like,
with
yo,
my
you
body.
like
You seem fascinated with my
Yeah.
body. Yeah. There's
you
just-
like the nipples, maybe I could see your nipples a little
Yeah.
bit. You
Dude,
know?
I had
that's
a
just-
boss that did that was always commenting on my outfits and whether my shirt was tucked in. I was like, you can look in 359 other directions.
right.
Why are you so interested in me?
In this specific angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry about my belt.
Yeah.
Why do you know man other needs to know nothing about no other man's belt unless you got a big old rodeo trophy?
Tell him that all you need to do is you need to do the John Lovitz next time she says something. Jealous?
Yeah.
I used to-
That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
Just say jealous?
Jealous.
This is a little bit off topic, but I used to work for HEB, and there was a guy who had outgrown. He'd gained some weight, and he'd outgrown his clothes, but he hadn't admitted that he outgrew his clothes. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And he
I've
kept
done that one.
He kept doing
Yeah.
like safety demonstrations. I was like, dude, put a baggy your shirt on.
You don't wear a medium anymore.
I actually want to do a sketch where the guy's like wearing like way too tight clothes and like giving everybody like he's like bending over, be like, this is the wrong way to pick this up. And he's like bending over, and he's like, see how wrong this is? Yeah,
Bending over, having a hard time with it. Hey, here we go.
yeah. And then like he's like, okay, this is number one most unsafe thing, and he's like just starts putting his lipstick on or some shit. It's a good idea.
Josh, what did you do for Thanksgiving? What was your food situation?
I went to grandma's over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house.
Yeah.
My wife's mom in South Dallas. Next to Alex Jones was there, right down the road for Thanksgiving.
Did he have the proof?
He had all the documents at his daddy's house.
Yeah.
No, he's good now. Elon's hooking him up.
So was he actually there? Did you actually see him, or what? Did you see his giant tank car?
I mean, it's his father's house. There's a bunch of cars there for Thanksgiving, so
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
I'm surprised you didn't see the giant InfoWars tank. Maybe he had to give that up to the Sandy Hook people.
No, his dad stands across the road with his bulldog and waddles around, glowering at everything. That's his job.
Yeah.
You see him outside the
sweet
house with his
job.
bulldog just frowning at everything. I don't approve of this curb.
Oh, one of those. Yeah. I know the type.
Have you seen Put Some Respect on My Name? You know that guy?
Birdman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they haven't heard it.
Data boo.
It's Charlemagne the God, whatever, the radio show.
Yeah, Breakfast Club.
He has this rapper on, and he's like,
That's like a meme from like, I don't know,
I'm
like
just telling y'all, man to man, put some respect on my name. I hear
that might
y'all
be
talking about it.
like that's pre-COVID, right?
Yeah.
Respect on it.
That's great.
So yeah, I fried a turkey for the first time. I was in charge of frying a turkey,
Nice.
and
Those are the best, I think.
yeah. For a minute there, I thought I was
Disagree.
going to do the
Did
whole.
you hold the hook or to have another man with the pole through the hook?
I had the hook, and then I didn't realize that I could have just taken the hook out and let it sit there with the little ring
Yeah.
hanging
You
out.
can then-
So I let go of the hook, and the hook went and went into the oil into the bottom of the
Now you got
pan.
a fried hook.
So then we had to go into the garage and get a paint roller hook thing that has like the long thing, and then that's how we pulled it out whenever it finished frying.
It was time. Yeah.
I mean, it comes out perfect every time. Like there's, I think I left it in there a little bit too long because the legs, like the dark meat, was a little bit too fried.
Yeah.
But I mean, you cut it open and it's juicy and perfect.
Did you do peanut oil?
Yeah, peanut oil.
Yeah,
Whenever I fry a turkey, I like to light my house on fire beforehand.
Just get it out of the way.
Just get that part out of the
Yeah.
way. Yeah. Yeah.
Have y'all heard the bungie bungie joke? Do you know bungie bungie?
Mm-mm.
I have to read it to you because it's well written.
Well, by the way, I think fried turkey's the best thing. I love
Yeah.
fried turkey. Anyone who doesn't think so.
So what did you do for turkey?
It's good.
I smoked a turkey.
You smoked one. So
See, I think smoked is the way to go.
yeah, there's
I
fried
love
and
smoked
there's
turkey,
smoked, and those are the ones that everybody like fights over, which is the best way to do it.
I mean, I like smoking a turkey because it's easy and I don't have to deal with the fucking peanut oil afterwards. The peanut oil afterwards is such a pain in the dick.
Right.
Like cleaning that whole apparatus
yeah.
just sucks
Right.
so bad.
Well, yeah, my dad did that.
I just throw it in the
perfect.
While I was
highway.
asleep, actually.
I just put it in baby bottles and just like
Yeah.
dump it in the gutter and
Yeah.
shit. It's like,
No, do you know how much frying the turkey cost me? Because he was like, "Hey, can you get the oil and bring it?"
it's expensive.
It was $70.
Yeah,
for
the
the
oil's
oil.
expensive.
Like one of those Luana 3-gallon box tanks or
Really?
whatever is like $48,
Yeah,
and
really
then
expensive.
another gallon is like $17.
Dude,
It's
if I
insane.
pay that much for peanut oil, there better be some little kid dying from it.
Yeah, I know.
Chinese.
That's the only way I want it. Is if there's
Can people with nut
Some
allergies?
kid in
the
Africa with
kid.
black lung squeezing out the oil of each peanut individually. Yeah.
That's right.
Right.
So nobody with a nut allergy can have a fried turkey.
I don't know if peanut oil makes people have the allergy.
That's just
does it?
everything. It's just the oils.
Well, what I like to do is I like to fry the turkey in peanut oil and then sprinkle peanut dust all over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys want to hear this joke?
No?
3 guys are walking through a jungle when they're caught and taken prisoner by a savage tribe. The tribe chief says to the first man, "I'll give you 2 choices, death or bungie bungie." The man, not knowing what bungie bungie was, decided to choose that because anything could be better than death.
Oh,
So
I remember
the
this one.
tribe proceeded to sodomize him repeatedly for over an hour until he could barely walk. He stumbled away in tears as the other 2 men watched in horror. The chief asked the second man, "Death or bungie bungie?" The man was horrified by what he had seen, but would still rather not die. He chose bungie bungie, and the tribe proceeded to sodomize him even more viciously than the first man. This is a happy story. For hours and hours, leaving him permanently crippled in the asshole. He dragged himself away sobbing. The chief asked the last man, "Death or bungie bungie?" And the man decided that anything could be better than this bungie bungie, even death. So he said, "I choose death." And the chief smiled. "Very well. Death by bungie bungie."
That's a Futurama.
Is it?
Death by Snoo Snoo.
Snoo snoo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is that where that came from? I know.
I'm
Death
sure.
by
I think
Snoo
that the original joke of the tribe and all that predates the Futurama episode, but when they go "Death by Snoo Snoo" and then they all go oh like that, you know.
We got the 311 called on us by a homeowner because we were doing bungie bungie jokes to each other while we were striping the road. This lady heard us over the fence. You never think that how close you are to just someone's yard
Yeah.
when you're working on the road.
Yeah.
And we're on a corner and there's a wooden fence. And
Y'all
we're-
actually fix the road?
Yeah.
Be honest.
Yeah. I never seen a fixed road around here.
I feel like y'all just put the cones out and then
Yeah.
It's
Pick 'em
4,000
up.
holes in Blackfoot and Lancashire.
Do you guys remember when you were kids and you would wear jeans?
You
to
want
school?
die like last men
And you
visit
get this little,
Amazonia?
What'd they die of?
Crushed pelvises.
Sorry, I was just pulling up the Death by
Yes!
Snoo Snoo.
Oh, thank you, Lord in heaven.
After lengthy amputations, I, Famputer, have decided the fate of the men. Famputer sentences them to death! By Snoo Snoo!
Yeah! What are you, gay?
Anyway, sorry, Chris. What were you
Oh
saying?
yeah, I just had this moment where I had this like jeans boner thing. Did you guys get this when you were
Oh, yeah,
kids? And you were like,
Jeans.
That's the pilot episode
boner.
of the pilot episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and then
Well,
it,
Josh, I thought you were ripping one
Yeah.
for a minute. I was like, holy shit.
He
yeah,
actually
that's
only
the
farts
pilot
when he
episode
likes
of
right.
Curb Your
I
Enthusiasm.
totally
yeah.
forgot about
And then
that.
they bring it back in the very last episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh, man,
but
maybe
basically, it's
that's-
part of like a Seinfeld joke.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
If we're doing street jokes, I got one.
Okay.
This 89-year-old guy is at the doctor, and the doctor's like, everything looks good, you're 89, whatever. And the guy's like, my wife and I were having an argument. Can I get a sperm count? And the doctor's like, you don't need you're 89. What are you talking about? He said, just humor me. Me and my wife are having an argument. Just can I get a sperm count? He's like, okay. He take this jar, fill it up, bring it back next week. So the guy shows up next week, hands the guy the jar. He opens it. He goes, there's nothing in here. And the 89-year-old guy goes, man, I tried my right hand. I tried my left hand. The lady upstairs tried her right hand. She tried her left hand. Couldn't get the jar open.
Very good.
My neighbor is making me painfully aware just how much we talk about jerking off and cum and porn.
He's making us painfully aware how much he thinks about us talking about jerking off.
Yeah.
He's weird for not. If you're listening, what's his name?
Do I say his name? Should I, yeah, I mean, why not?
Neighbor.
What's his
Neighbor.
home address?
What's his home address?
My neighbor.
If you're listening, stop being a fucking creep.
Stop talking about our dicks. Jeez.
Only I get to talk about my dick around.
Stop watching
A lot
Chris
of dudes.
masturbate in the upstairs right window
I-
at
dude,
5 p.m. every
it's
afternoon.
I've become so self-conscious. I make sure that I
You're like
close
Gollum
my,
with your penis. It's mine.
I close my blinds like at least 3/4 of the way, so he only has a quarter of a chance of seeing me jerking off every
Look,
day.
mister, it's called comedy. We are modern day philosophers. If you don't see the bigger pictures, that's on you, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, jerking off is a euphemism for the military-industrial illusion of democracy that we all
Yeah, dude.
experience. on
Yeah,
occasion.
check
Yeah.
yourself before you wreck yourself.
Yeah. Check your privilege, bro. I don't think that applies here, but
Sure.
Heath and I were talking earlier about the prairie abortion companion. It's like, if you're in the prairie
yeah.
and anybody that makes a noise is going to get... I mean, the Indians back then were like the quiet place. If you make a noise, you're fucking dead.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want them to know where you're at.
Right.
Like, kids would walk into the high grass and be gone forever from something. They didn't know what it was. So if your kid is crying and there's like a 20-person gang
Yeah.
of y'all putting up the covered wagons,
Right.
do you want to all die or get rid of the kid?
Just get rid of the kid. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the fastest way to make the noise stop?
Yeah.
Just stab him in the neck.
Yeah. Welcome to the Prairie Abortion Companion Show.
Welcome to the Prairie Abortion Companion. Man, there's been so
It
many
was a
Prairie
Tuesday
Home,
in Wickeshaw.
Prairie
How
Home
about,
Companion
how about
jokes.
this? I was driving through Mississippi, which is like the shittiest state in the union. Everybody knows it, even Mississippi.
I've heard that, yeah.
I call it Pississippi because it's so shitty.
Shit. You just blew him the
Pissing
fuck
shit
up,
on me
man.
in my mouth.
Dude, why do all the towns in Mississippi sound like Pokemon?
Yeah,
Like,
they do.
I
yeah.
choose you, Picayune.
Yeah.
Picayune used racism. It's super effective.
Man, that flag still, I feel, that flag still has a Confederate flag, like, embedded within it, right? That state flag?
Can't get it out,
Is that Mississippi
goddamn
or
it.
is it South Carolina? Let me see.
No, South Carolina, I think they removed.
That's a swastika.
Just a straight up swastika.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, one of the Mississippi.
I don't hear any
flags still
sound
has
coming from
old-
the.
That
Still has
one.
the old-
Yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah,
I
we
hear
hear
it.
you. We got you.
It's
You
your
hear me?
It's
Yeah,
your
you not hear?
headphones.
Do you not hear in your
Oh.
headphones?
Did you stretch?
I can't hear nothing. Oh, that's better.
Took the vax and now I'm deaf.
Oh, Jesus. Did I tell you
Oh.
about Kristen's dad getting lung cancer and saying
Yeah,
it's a
yeah, that
vax?
was last episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. I don't remember what I said anymore.
Yeah.
I had one more tag to that joke. Yazoo used incest. It's not very effective.
The only-
Okay.
I know Oxford, Mississippi. That makes it sound all fancy. Ooh, it's got a university in it.
But if you say it in the Mississippi accent,
Oxford.
Oxford.
Yeah.
Is Oxford Old Miss?
Yeah, it's Ole Miss.
Old
yeah.
Miss.
Where's
Ole
Mississippi
Miss.
State?
Oh, we were
Jackson?
we were in Picayune where I wrote that joke. And there was a guy he had like a diesel truck and he was filling it up, and on the side it said "All aboard the Trump train."
Nice.
Yeah,
He had
god
a
damn
MAGA,
it.
He had a MAGA hat on,
Oh man.
and
Yeah.
Is that where the
Me and-
Crossroads is at? The blues came from? Robert Johnson? Is that Mississippi?
it was in Mississippi. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And so this guy's out there, and me and Melissa, we think it's funny. We're like, hey, look at that guy, right? And I leave the gas station. I shit you not. There's like 4 people standing around this guy, just like admiring his Trump train sticker.
Damn.
It was awesome.
Man.
Like,
It's
He
over.
ain't in Austin anymore.
Yeah, the days of trying to hide it, it's done.
The
Now-
rednecks got activated by Obama, and
Yeah.
then they got reactivated harder by Miranda, whatever, Kamala.
Oh yeah.
And you fucked with them.
Yeah.
That's the whole country.
Yeah.
It's all rednecks here.
It's done. It's over.
Yeah, all out at my dad's house. I mean, I'm going out
It's
into
fine.
the
Embrace
country,
it. Hell yeah,
the
baby.
ranches, and it's just like it's Trump flags, it's Trump
yeah.
billboards, it's Trump signs.
You drove
and
your
they're all
truck in the
so
woods
happy.
the other day. You're a
Trump
goddamn
tramp
redneck.
stamps.
That's
Yeah,
right,
Trump
goddamn.
stamps,
Yeah.
Trump stamp.
Dude,
Trump
it's
stamp.
not. I mean, you don't have to go that far from here. Like, if you just drive down like 1826,
Yeah,
like
20
Nutty
miles
Brown,
in any
like,
direction outside of
Oh, yeah.
Austin.
Honestly, in Austin, there's quite a few of us.
Yeah,
Them-
actually. Yeah, oh, wait.
I'm jealous. I want a fucking ranch. That sounds awesome.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah,
A driveway that you can see with a sniper rifle
I'd like-
and be like, I got a bead on your head.
yeah.
I
that's
like to
right.
imagine that Biden, though, is like, he keeps forgetting that Kamala is the vice president, and he just like thinks she's his roommate.
Yeah.
It's like, Kamala, I need you to do your dishes. Kamala. Gee, Kamala, I'm going to miss living with you. You've been a really cool roommate for the past 4 years.
She got her panties on the shower curtain.
Kamala, get your hairballs out of the shower.
I should have had a roommate that was a black a long time ago.
I imagine that more than once she's like caught him asleep in the recliner having a wet dream about her. And he's like, oh, Kamala, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, suck that presidential cock, Kamala.
What was the guy's name? Just like when you and Corn Pop used to hang out back in the day.
You ain't black.
You never seen so much lotion on the
I wonder if he ever told Kamala she ain't black. I bet he said some really racist shit to her. She had to like just
Yeah,
eat it.
probably.
Just pat him on the head and go, you're going to be dead soon.
Yeah.
How many times has Biden called
gonna
Kamala
sleep
the
forever.
N-word? At least
Oh,
once, right?
dude, 1,000 times.
He was saying shenanigans, and he just
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Kamala, I'm tired of your shenanigans.
And she's like, I was raised by a single mother.
I come from a middle class family.
I'm from the streets, bitch.
Yeah.
Must be nice to be from a middle class family. Must be nice.
Yeah, sounds rad.
Kamala, what's your favorite kind of chip? Salt and Vin?
Oh.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Did y'all watch Apocalypto?
Wait, I'm trying to think of something that ends in it. What's your least favorite kind of black person?
Oh, man. That was the most clever out of all of them.
I don't think so.
Oh, you really were in fucking Mississippi recently.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah,
Hell
bro.
yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
All aboard the Trump train. Choo choo. Dun, 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 dun.
I did that same drive over the summer, so I know exactly what you're talking about. Driving through Mississippi, which is just
Where's
it's just
Crossroads?
trees on either side and
Yeah.
weird city names. You don't really go through anything
There's
if you're
literally-
going that way.
We went through Alabama. There's a Utah, Alabama, but it's spelled EUTAW.
Utah.
Literally every time I pass by the sign, I go, Utah.
It's kind of like the engines, but more racist.
Utards.
Utards.
Yeah.
Did y'all see Apocalypto or no?
Oh, 1,000 years ago. That was a Mel Gibson
It was a
movie,
while
right?
ago, yeah.
We were watching it.
Is that the one where they had to catch the... They had to like kill the thing with the
Tapir.
spears?
Yes. the
Yeah,
tapir.
there's like the pyramids or some shit.
Yeah.
It's like
Aztecs.
It's like the
or-
most like
They
it's
all
like the
put on-
Braveheart version of the Aztecs, where it's
Right,
like
right.
They all
all
put on-
completely inaccurate, but it's so awesome that you're just
How
on the
the
edge of your
fuck
seat.
does
the entire
anybody
time.
know
Yeah.
whether it's
Yeah.
accurate or not?
They all put on blindfolds and
Because we
started
have
sucking each
historical
other off.
documents.
Of stoned etchings?
yes, we have good.
This is
my
South
wife told me
Austin's
that.
most popular jerk-off podcast. Just saying.
My wife told me.
Are
the
you
movie
ready?
was
Oh, we should
inaccurate.
do a 5-minute jerk off instruction. segment.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right.
loser!
All
Stop
right, buddy.
masturbating by yourself.
All right, pal.
right, pal.
Get that wiener out there. Okay, that's good. All right, grip it. Not that hard. Are you crazy? Okay. All right. I go dry, but sometimes people like to use stuff. So put some stuff on that wiener. Okay.
We're gonna have a countdown.
All right. Now stroke it. Okay. I mean, I wouldn't do it that way, but if you want to,
That's your thing.
It's time for a countdown, but we're gonna have also a Spanish lesson.
don't come yet. Don't come.
Nueve.
It's in.
Ocho.
Join us next week. Join the Patreon if you want to actually finish that.
Listen here, Bucko. What you're gonna want to do is you're gonna listen. It's a dark forest out there. It's the dark forest of the mind.
Welcome to
So
Joe.
you need to unzip your pants.
Welcome to Joe Biden's jerk off instruction.
Oh no!
All right, Jack.
No, Uncle Joe, don't.
All right, Jack. Get that pee out.
Just take your panties off.
Get it hard. Are you hard for me? Okay.
I'm never gonna be hard
You know,
again.
We can AI
damn it.
this.
Jack,
right? We
jack your cock, Jack.
Please,
Jack it.
Cock.
please, no,
Jack.
no.
There's somebody who's
Stick your
has
finger
to
in your
have
corn
done
pop.
a-
Fuck yourself like me and Kamala fucked all those minorities
Corn pop my asshole.
through the crime bill, and you know what happened.
You know.
All right, you better come or you ain't black.
Are you guys watching what AP Bio and what else was it?
I watched Hot Frosty. That was
What the hell is that?
Yeah, you said that. I don't know what
That
is.
sounds like an offshoot of Two Girls One Cup.
Yeah, it sounds like something
Hot
porn.
car.
It's-
Dude, have you
It-
seen Hot Frosty?
It's
I
basically
gave that girl a hot frosty.
it's basically a Hallmark movie where a snowman comes to life.
It has abs.
Oh, now I've heard of this.
Comes
Yeah, it's
to
like
life
it's
and
like
he
the
has
Hallmark, version, like the Hallmark version of
Magic
that,
Mike.
That movie. Is it the Michael Keaton movie where he gets like reincarnated as a snowman?
Oh yeah,
And there's also one
Is
where-
that Michael Keaton?
I think it was
so,
Michael
yeah.
Keaton that dies and then he gets reincarnated.
Yeah,
But it's like the Hallmark romantic version of it.
it's like it was a rom-com, and it was really disturbing. Like, it was gross. The thing about these Hallmark movies is there's always some element of like elderly women being horny for someone.
Hell yeah.
And they're
Fuck
horny,
yeah, dude.
And
It's
they're
called
fucking,
making an awesome movie.
and they're fucking horny in the like weirdest gross way where they're like, oh, look at you with your shirt off, and she's like,
You can rub
70 and,
sandpaper
like,
on my
kinda
bunions.
shaking a little bit. It's like, oh, that's.
She looks at him.
fuck,
She's like,
that's-
"I saw your nipples."
I saw your nipples. It's just, oh god, it was fucking terrible.
You
But
want to apply my salts?
we also watched the something World of Iberlin, the movie about the guy in World of Warcraft who
Nice.
he had a Duchenne's disease, and he was like deteriorating.
Yeah.
and his guild like didn't know. Oh man, what a fucking terrible movie this was.
Sounds very
The
sad.
Secret World.
Based off of your game.
I know,
Oh
it's like,
yeah.
you didn't know about this guy when you were maintaining the servers?
No, I had no idea about any.
Then why
of
did
this.
you guys spy on all those people? If they didn't.
So while you guys were watching cool shows, I was watching Batman again because my son hadn't seen Bane yet.
I've been
And
watching. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
So I've been watching the Rise of the Dark Knight to practice talking to my wife about money because he's ruthless
Oh.
and it's fun to be like, there's not any money. You've taken all of it.
Was this an effective?
We're trapped here.
Was this an effective
Yeah.
way of going about it?
Just the attitude works
yeah,
around the house.
just throwing that.
Just be a fucked up bastard.
Yeah, right.
Everybody starts to get it pretty soon, and then you got to hold your collar
Yeah,
and breathe.
that's right.
Yeah, you go.
You haven't cleaned your room. You're going to die. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Heath. What were you saying?
Well, yeah. What
Oh,
were you
nothing.
watching?
I was interrupting you. So,
Are
I've
you
been
gonna
watching
talk about JOI
Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Have y'all ever
Oh
seen
yeah,
that?
seen it,
Yeah.
yeah.
That show is
Unbreakable.
Titus
so good.
Andromedon
It is good.
is one of the greatest characters that has
Yeah.
ever been created.
Yes.
He's so awesome.
And Reverend Richard Wayne Gary Wayne is also fucking hilarious.
It's John Hamm, right?
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
so
what a
funny.
fucking great show, man. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that is where like depictions of sassy gay black men in media peaked.
Yeah.
It's with Unbreakable
Yes.
Kimmy Schmidt.
Yeah,
Like you
absolutely.
can't top Titus Andromedon.
No, he's so good.
He's the most amazing He's like an angel from heaven. He's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was a great show.
I did some dishes for the first time in 15 years. And now my wife talks about the dishes, and I'm like, well, as a mother myself, when I do the dishes, as a mother, when I feed the children, because if the other person doesn't do stuff, dad has to do everything. So I've done all the mother stuff sometimes.
So I don't know exactly what's...
So as a mother myself, I can tell you.
Right. I don't know exactly what's going on over there.
It's the hardest job in the world.
But I feel like if you can say, I haven't done a dish in 15 years, you don't have it too bad.
No, it's pretty good. I haven't done laundry in a long time either.
Yeah.
It's just more of one of those how
your
much
job
do you
as a
tolerate
homemaker.
them piling up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's like, because if you're a dude, you can tolerate a lot of dish.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You've
Not
chosen
me.
the
I
career
cook a
of
lot.
homemaker.
If there's a whole sink full of dishes, then you don't want to cook because I like to wash my stuff as I go.
Yeah, me
I was
too.
never able to
Me too.
master the washing as I go.
I like washing as I go,
situation.
too.
Yeah.
Does y'all's ladies tell you all what's going on with her periods?
Of course. Well,
Yeah, she's like, good
Yeah.
news.
I have my period.
Now, every time I get an update, I'm like, guys, don't do that because your dick's usually just doing pretty good.
Yeah.
You're not
I mean,
constantly like having to tell.
Dude, if we had our
Everything's
periods,
business
we
as
would
normal.
be bitching about it
Yeah.
endlessly.
Hey.
If I have blood coming out of my dick for 5 days, like you bet your ass I'd be talking
No, what we
about
would
it.
do is would have already figured out a way to stop it.
That's true.
We would
That's
have
true.
used our scientific science
Yeah,
minds,
yeah.
our logic and reason,
Yeah.
and we would have figured out how to just short circuit the entire process.
Well, there's another problem. We're just
called
going to go
birth
ahead and
control.
solve it. We're going to solve that
Yeah.
problem.
You
We
can
all
take all the
think.
parts out.
Yeah.
Sounds
I
like
dated
we
somebody
all-
had all her parts taken out.
Nice.
Yeah,
Just fucking the void.
it's like
Stare
shooting,
into the void. It's
it's like shooting your
If you
load
fuck
into
into
a
the void.
space.
yeah, it's like you're Matthew McConaughey and you're blowing your load back into the past, like
Yeah,
Interstellar.
like
If
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
fuck
Yeah.
into the
Yeah.
void
There's a
long
black
enough,
hole in there.
the
Yeah.
void fucks back.
I came in her more than I came in my shower.
Oh, that's awesome.
Did you even know it's Schrodinger's void? Maybe you didn't.
Well, I'm
Maybe
glad
it's a-
Melissa stopped listening
Yeah.
45 minutes ago.
She doesn't need to know how much you came in that other girl's puss that was a black hole.
Well, it doesn't count. There was nothing in there.
yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That's basically like jerking off.
That, I kind of think that if you fuck with a condom on, then it's not cheating. Like if you fuck another chick
No,
with
yeah.
a condom on,
You're actually having sex with the
But
condom.
there's no
Yeah, exactly.
physical contact.
right? There's no
happening between
contact.
genitalia,
Yeah,
right?
Right, exactly.
There's
so
a layer.
I've never counted that personally.
She's
as
the
cheating.
whore that was riding on top of a condom that I was trying
Right,
to use.
exactly. Yeah.
I was just trying to fuck this
Yeah.
condom.
Hey,
yeah,
hey,
I was trying to fuck this condom.
Hey,
and
get
then-
off of there.
Yeah,
just jump
ma'am,
right on there.
please.
Yeah.
Hey, get off of there.
Hey, you, knock it off. I'm trying to jerk off with this condom, and you're getting that pesky puss all over it. The pesky puss.
Pussy.
Pesky
well, I
puss.
think I know what we're gonna. The episode title is gonna be
Puss.
Puss. With like either
So-
way too many S's or not enough. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that. How you
Puss.
type that out?
RFK Jr.
Ask AI.
said that heroin helped him reach the top of his class.
Mm.
So again, rad dude.
I got all my classmates addicted to heroin.
Reverse win.
I hope I thought you were going to
Well,
say
looks
something
like I'm
about
the only
Cheryl
one
Hines'
left.
puss.
See average,
I was,
baby.
I was
They're
getting
all
ready
dead.
for it. I was.
Cheryl's pussy's like heroin, and I should know because I did it for 2 years. Yeah.
And he
These
has a-
vaccines are killing the kids and the mamas.
Well, then you guys are gonna like this next one because he has a secret sex diary. It was found by Mary Richardson Kennedy, who committed suicide. Probably because it was an audio diary.
If you heard
I
that
do
voice,
37 push-ups a day.
if you heard
Cock
that,
push-ups.
if you hear that voice say "Make America Healthy Again," I just feel like it loses something.
Yeah.
Like it just loses something
Yeah.
with
Get
that
the
voice.
GMOs out of our food.
I've been eating whale heads. All I eat is whale heads all the time. I'm perfectly healthy.
Man, I want some whalehead right now.
He sounds like he's actively being choked.
Yeah.
He's just he should be saying help.
Help! Help!
Yeah.
Oh, God!
Are you all right?
Help!
Elon Musk's ex Twitter is stepping into the legal fight over Alex Jones's InfoWars. Experts are saying it's unprecedented. Like there's a precedence that needs to be set.
There's a precedence. Yeah.
What kind of headline is that? Why do we need to know that experts say it's unprecedented?
You know who just got unprecedented?
So you know what to think about
Biden. Boom.
Owned Biden.
Suck my dick. I'm taking a piss.
Can you get me a
Wait,
beer?
can I suck your dick after you take the piss though? Because that would be gross if we did it before.
Can I leave a couple drops on there?
Can you grab me a beer? Heath, will you give me a beer? Hello? No.
Whoa.
After you pee, I want pee hands beer.
Pee hands beer.
Ooh, did I ever tell you about that guy who got to drink a bottle of piss that was in a beer bottle?
In the movie Dumb and Dumber?
Pee, you can hold that thought.
Yeah. Yeah.
We already have a story of having to pee real bad and having to run in the woods from last week.
Oh yeah.
Elon Musk says too many game studios are owned by giant corporations. So his giant corporation is going to start a studio to make games great again.
That's not something that he actually said, right?
What is
No,
his
he said it.
favorite game?
It was probably in conversation with
he
Grumps
suck
with
at Elden
Mark
Ring?
Kern.
Oh yeah.
Him and Mark Kern have been talking on Twitter quite a bit. He's been commenting on Mark Kern's posts, and they seem to be on the same page as far as like culture of video games and stuff. So
Donnie, did you listen to that Indian
see how that goes.
song I sent you? The Radiohead?
No, I didn't send it. I didn't listen to it.
So this guy makes this really sweet Radiohead cover with his mother, and she's a traditional Indian singer. So while he's doing
like
the
Dot
chorus,
or Feather.
Dot.
Okay.
So while he's doing the chorus, she does this
Feather or
chant.
swastika?
Yeah. Dot on the head because you're Indian or because a cowboy's about to shoot you with a sniper rifle.
Yeah.
Anyway, she starts this chant while he's doing I'm a creep. She's like, Daro Jagina. She totally says my vagina. Like she says it over and over again. And I thought it was such a sweet, wholesome thing. I was watching it with my wife, and then she left and came back, and I was like, she's saying my vagina over and over again. What word in Indian is pronounced my vagina?
I don't know.
My vagina.
I don't
my
speak.
vagina.
I don't speak Indian.
I don't know where I had to find out.
Oh hell yeah! Hey, pop that cap in there.
So yeah, speaking
Yeah.
of Elon Musk, I've been getting a lot more.
Oh man, that's hot. I like that.
It looks like we're watching porn.
Yeah,
Donnie.
speaking
Why
of
don't you play
Elon
one of
Musk, I've
those?
been getting a lot more like bouncy boob GIF threads in my Twitter, and I guess it's because I clicked on one. Because if you have any interaction with anything at all, it floods. The algorithm is actually kind of retarded.
Thank you for the
new
porn
version of it.
electricity, Jesus.
But so I clicked on a girl's boobs, and now I just have pictures of girls' boobs in my Twitter. So Twitter's not that bad now.
Yeah, Twitter sounds great.
Twitter's pretty good.
Maybe
actually.
I should get a Twitter account so I
Yeah.
can see more boobs.
Yeah. Like this
Josh,
one.
can
What is
you
this
just
shit?
look at
What the fuck?
Can you just look at the
Alien.
internet at work?
Yeah.
And-
I
phone.
made a Twitter account
Yeah.
maybe 3 weeks ago or so.
Oh yeah.
Because people kept talking about all the hardcore porn on there, and I couldn't figure out how to find it, so I
Yeah.
don't use it anymore.
Yeah, yeah. I found out about a year ago that Reddit is filled with porn too.
Oh yeah, that's the
Oh,
best.
yeah,
place
that's
to-
always
I've
been.
heard-
Reddit
Yeah,
is
I-
my porn app.
That's your porn app?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you use?
the
r
portal
slash
to
girls
everything.
finishing the job.
Hell yeah,
if
dude.
you ever just want the
That's the best.
R-
r/ girls finish
Or
Juicy
Jilling-
tits gif.
Jilling cum sluts.
yeah.
I don't know about any of these.
Uh,
I honestly couldn't tell you one of the. I've
Are
never.
engorged veiny breasts. That's real. Look it up.
I will.
You'll thank me later.
Or r slash cosplay NSFW. So if you just want to see like chicks dressed as Jessica Rabbit and then like taking their clothes off and things like that,
That's
pretty
another
awesome.
good dog name, Heath. I love tits. Come here, I love tits. You lose your dog and just run around the apartment complex.
I love tits. Where are you?
So this guy that names his dog his insecurities or wants and dreams. Where's my dog? Hey, come here. I have a huge dick. Come here. Who's a good boy?
It feels a little.
No, I have a huge dick. Don't do that.
It feels a little bit of a mouthful. You
Yeah.
need to condense that a little bit. Like huge dick. Just call the dog huge dick. Like
Dumb sluts.
come here, huge dick. Come here,
You
dumb
little
slut.
dumb. Donnie called some girl a dumb slut, and I was like, Donnie, do not ever call sluts dumb. They're very smart, and they should keep
Yeah.
always doing everything that they're
That's
doing all
right.
the time, over and over again.
Yeah, how dare you?
Yeah.
Well, how is into the
dare
oldest
you.
profession if they're dumb?
Yeah.
I only call
a
them dumb
caveman-
sluts when they're not being sluts with me.
Yeah. That does
yeah.
make them really dumb because they could be doing that with you.
Yeah. So what was the subreddit? Engorged
Veiny breasts.
veiny breast. Okay. Yeah,
Here
they
goes Donnie's Twitter feed is about to be
I used to
watermelons.
I used to work with this guy, and I remember I worked with two guys. The guy that sat next to me, we were always like joking, kind of like we do. And then there was another guy who was kind of slow. I kind of talk like this. And I remember this is like the only office job I've ever had, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And this other guy was like a youth pastor,
Mm-hmm.
and the youth pastor guy and the guy I sat next to like got into it, and they're talking about porn, and because the youth pastor was like God, country, family, and my friend was like country, family, internet porn, and it set the youth pastor guy off, and they were talking about it, and my friend he went he said, yeah, dude, kids nowadays 12, 13 years old, just they can get hardcore porn wherever they want it. And the guy's like, I know, it's a shame. He goes, yeah, I had to wait till I was like 15. But anyway, the slow guy was like listening, and he's like, what sites do y'all look up? And I just went plump or pass, which is a site that I used to frequent.
Yeah.
And I didn't really think anything of it. Like 15 minutes later, I hear him go, "Oh my God, Heath, that's disgusting."
looked it up.
I said, Will, are you looking up porn at work? And he was like, well, y'all were talking about it.
Dude, my nephew told me he knew all the bad words when he was 11, and I was like, you don't know all of them. And he was like, I know them all. And I was like, type this into your phone. And come back to me. FELTCH. And he went to the bathroom, looked it up, and he came back, and he had like the cold, dead eyes of a pit bull.
You ruined a child.
Yeah, I ruined his mind.
Yeah, you ruined his
He
mind.
didn't know
Yeah.
what felching was, and he
Yeah.
looked it up and saw a video.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's spitting your cum back into another guy's ass, sucking your cum out of a guy's asshole after.
Like with a straw,
Okay.
right?
I don't know, whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's your fantasy.
It's my. Damn it.
Whatever you want to do. What's his name?
What's your.
Dude, we had Heath's rap a couple weeks ago. Everybody loved it, and we got to tell him about your song.
What's my song?
Your song, "Why Not Me."
Oh, what about me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was a good song.
What about me?
I made a song about not getting molested when I was a kid and how upsetting it was to me. It's called "What
classic.
About Me." Yeah. Did you say classy?
That's a classic premise.
Oh, classic premise. Yeah.
Yeah.
In fairness, I did this in 2004.
Okay, yeah,
So,
that
yeah.
checks out. That's pre
That's
pre the South
seeing it
Park
on the
episode.
internet,
Well,
yeah.
Donnie had it in real life.
Pre
He had a
the It's
real
Always
youth group
Sunny.
leader.
Yeah, I actually had it. I had it in 1997.
Oh, shit. Oh, Donnie, you beat me on this one?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But it was actually
You
a
can
thing
write
that
an
happened.
anthem over it.
It was actually a guy who babysat me and my brother he was through the church. Got busted. Was molesting kids at the time.
But he didn't molest you.
No, I didn't.
Well,
molest
Donnie was
them.
the
So
no,
it's
not
like-
them girls.
Yeah, right.
Getting molested by
Well,
you.
the
Yeah.
molesting takes time. So
Yeah. And he also we probably weren't vulnerable enough.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
tried
You
grooming
know-
y'all, and y'all were like, shut up.
Yeah. I mean, he talked about all we did was talk about Star Wars and Star Wars toys, and we thought it was the coolest thing in the world, and because all we wanted to talk about, and I was like, that's how he starts, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was never us because we were in too stable of a situation. But it was,
Right.
I think it's like a big brother, big sister type situation, you know. Which I'll keep an eye on those guys.
Right.
But yeah. So he never. Yeah, like, of course, he never did anything to us. And then we found out about it and was like, I guess we were ugly. And then that It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode came
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
where Principal Belding is their coach.
Right.
And they find out he molested the couple, the gross twins. And then Mac is all jealous. And then he
Yeah.
tries to seduce him
Yeah.
as an adult.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I
Yeah.
did see that episode or that season. Maybe
Yeah.
I saw the whole season.
And that wasn't too long after 2004, but that's pretty awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. It's I don't know. It's when I first started doing stand up in LA, and I did this song on stage, and at the end of the song, these like Newport Beach bro guys are like, faggot, like in front of my mom and dad and shit. I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna just go over here. No.
They karate kidded you.
do you do any stand up now?
I haven't done stand up here since
You did you did Southmouth, didn't you?
Yeah, I did Southmouth a handful of times,
Yeah.
and we
San
did
Jack.
San Jack once, maybe.
Oh.
I haven't
Well,
done
next
stand-up,
time
yeah.
next time you do it, let me know so I can like We'll go to a mic together and
Call me a faggot.
I'll yell off faggot.
Faggot. Yeah.
I heard about your fetishes.
Remember
BBYJOI.
Heath, you might not remember this, but at the Baker Street thing, I mean, I think I'd seen you at something else before. Maybe we like, oh, hey, how's it going? But it was the first time I like kind of talked to you, and I was like, hey, so I'm just like curious, and I was like asking you about like, you know, I don't know, just internal stuff to stand up, like, oh, what do you think about like this kind of thing or whatever? And you're like, I don't know, I just like write jokes and say them. I'm like, oh, okay,
Real Neil Young.
I guess I am a faggot.
What were you asking me about?
I don't know. Oh, maybe something
He's a
about
real Eddie Vedder of comedy. Oh, I don't know. I just,
I just
comes to me.
I just write hit jokes. I am not a fucking faggot
all
like
this
you who
attention.
sits around and thinks about jokes. I just write jokes and they're good.
I don't know.
Maybe it was about like a setup where I'm doing the fake sincerity thing, and I was like, oh yeah, like I have this, like I love to do the fake sincerity thing where I'm like pretending to be really sincere about a thing, and you're like, yeah, that sounds fine. Like it was very like yeah, okay, yeah.
Christopher Walken them.
Yeah,
That's great.
that's
great.
That's
Yeah.
great. More cowbell.
Wow.
I love it.
Wow.
This watch was in my ass.
This watch was in my ass.
I
love
can't do
it.
Christopher Walken.
Yeah,
I
mine
love
was
that.
bad too.
I love that.
Well,
for
I'm
you.
sorry. Next time you ask me about it, I'll be more.
Christopher Walken is a white woman. I
love
love that for you.
I love that for you.
You should get on Bumble.
You do you, Queen.
You do, yeah.
You do.
Yeah. Yes, Queen.
Yes, Queen.
I'm speaking my journey.
You're doing like a Christopher Walken / RFK Jr.
Yes, Queen.
Yes, Queen.
Are you guys scared of the tariffs?
I mean, yes.
I'm,
We
rooting,
should-
I'm rooting for him.
Hey, can we do a bit where
Burn
it's
it down,
RFK
man.
Jr.
Yeah.
and Christopher Walken arguing over who has the best mimosas in town?
Mimosas,
What you want to do is you
No.
want to go, yeah.
Cristal,
Oh man.
fresh orange juice
I like the mimosas at Pinballs.
in the champagne glass.
They're only $4.50 on Saturdays.
Your RFK Jr. is getting better
Yeah,
as you go.
it is. Yeah.
It's like it's wearing down the lining of my esophagus.
Yeah, right.
I'm getting the disease he
You
has.
get the real pain.
We just punch me in the throat like 30 times, and then I'll do a really good RFK.
You're making little
Jr.
micro tears in your vocal cords
Yeah.
as you
Yeah,
do it. Yeah.
that's
But
the
it's-
trick.
It's worth it for this most religious podcast in South Austin.
No, I think they're going to start raising prices on everything just because of the rumors of tariffs. Because that happened during COVID. They were like, "Why is everything more expensive?" And the guy at the shop was like, "I don't know, COVID. Shut up, go away." It'd be funny if your shop owner was named Tarif, and then you're complaining about the Tarif, about the Tarif.
tariffs.
Why does everyone hate Tarif? I love Tarif.
I love tariff.
Tarif is great.
Tariff is so good.
Then I get to charge everybody up ass
Everyone in this country, they hate Tarif.
just because of rumors of
They're
Tarif.
so racist. I don't even know what that was.
I don't know either. There was like a blending of things
no,
there.
no,
and
I heard the
liked it.
president is going to send
just
Tarif
a
to
cinnamon
Mexico.
color.
Yeah,
of
it was like a
voice,
little bit Arab. There's a little
Yeah.
bit of like a Jamaican, a little Australian.
There's
just kinda-
definitely some Hispanic.
There's some
rolling
Hispanic,
the R's and all that.
Yeah.
The president is going to send Tarif to Canada. I love Canada. I would love to go to Mexico. He's going to send Tarif to Mexico. It's my favorite place.
So what tariffs are they talking about?
He's going
Like a
to
25% tariff on Mexico, a 25% tariff on Canada, and 100% tariffs on any BRICS country, which is supposedly these countries that are trying to like get rid of, stop using the dollar as like their standard and use something else. It's basically just threatening absolute chaos, because that's what that would do. if you
Absolute
enacted
chaos.
those kind of things. Yeah.
I think it's a good idea.
Oh, we got a sponsor, guys. This podcast is sponsored by Barely Legal Parking. It's on Cesar Chavez in Springdale, across from Central Machine Works.
Hey,
Come and
barely legal parking.
Come and park your car at Barely Legal Parking.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris parked over there
Yeah,
a couple
hey,
weeks
that's
Is
ago.
it a
right, I
spot?
did.
Is it not
I
a
did.
spot? Is it legal?
Yeah.
Does this
maybe.
I don't know.
Does this mean that I'm going to be paid for my appearances?
Yes. By barely legal parking.
You get 25% of nothing.
You guys might not know this, but I've been updating the Christmas songs where they're not so problematic.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
You know, Winter Wonderland,
Yeah.
the part about the snowman. In the meadow we can build a snowman
Yeah.
and pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, "Are you married?" We'll say, "That's not really your business, man." And stomp his nose, he's snowman ass in the ground, into the ground. Oh, I'm just workshopping it still.
Yeah,
but-
you're working it out. I
Oh,
appreciate
come
that. Yeah.
on my tits, Heath. Joyful.
I got a black roommate now.
Oh, did you move from
Yeah.
San Marcos to the?
Yeah, I live in
up north?
Pflugerville now.
Pflugerville.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah.
Got a black
You went from
roommate.
gay to black. Reverse Kojak.
When we yeah, when we first started, when we first moved in, like we both like to cook, and he's like, "I bet you don't even use spices." And I was like, "Man, I use both spices, salt and pepper."
you should see the shenanigans that I'm up to in the kitchen with these spices.
How is having a black roommate? Is it
It's chill.
is it just like having a white roommate, but like less
Formal.
more talking in the movie
It's
theater?
just like
or-
having a
different.
white roommate, except it's a little bit cooler.
It's a little bit cool.
I
The
don't-
dancing is a little bit better.
Yeah.
I don't ever have white roommates. All my roommates were Hispanic, and then
Does your black roommate know you rapped on a thing?
no.
Why not? why?
I tried
on
to
earth
tell
would
him,
you
but he
not?
wasn't listening.
You know they don't listen.
Oh, what about this? Why do they make alcohol? I saw like alcohol-free mouthwash.
Oh.
Who's that for? Was somebody having trouble controlling themselves?
Dude, there's a crazy scene in that Sam Talent book. Have you got to this yet?
No, I'm on chapter 3. He got his dick.
You're
sucked
reading
by
a one chapter every 3 weeks. What's going on with
It's
this?
about. He's reading it like I'm reading
minutes.
Dune.
Yeah,
I've been reading
very-
Dune for a year and a half.
Very, very
Heath,
slowly.
you read the whole book, didn't you? Right
I
on?
I read it with my ears. Yes.
Okay. You perceived it
Yeah.
Mhm.
with one of your other senses.
Who have I done this one on the pod? About people asking me what I want to be when I grow up.
No.
When I was a kid, people were always like, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" I always thought that was like really off-putting. It really bothered me. Now that I'm older, I don't ask kids what they want to be when they grow up. I ask them what they want to be if they grow up.
Yeah. That's really what you should do.
If you don't
Yeah.
get killed by Tarif.
No.
Yeah. If the tarifs don't kill you.
Yeah.
Hey, let's switch over to the stream, and this will be the end of the episode.